Welcome to Peep This Out Reviews with Ian K.
Stay frosty.
What's going on, everyone, and welcome to the channel, where today I'm back on over at Pizza Hut to check out the final selection off of their all-new Melts menu. And for all you pepperoni heads in the house, this one is most definitely for you. That's right, guys, so let's get it going. Here we go with the Pepperoni Lovers Melt here at Pizza Hut. And as you can see, a very cheesy situation covered with a lot of crispy goodness. Let's break this one on down real fast. Yeah, this one most definitely looks pretty cheesy, guys, and absolutely stacked. So what we've got here are 2 slices of their thin and crispy crust, and in this case, it's going to be filled very simply with pepperoni and plenty of mozzarella cheese. And as you can see, guys, lots of cheesy goodness for sure on this one. On the outside, we've got the Parmesan dusting, and I gotta say, it looks really, really tasty. Plenty of pepperoni coming out the ends of this one as well. I'm definitely digging the presentation, and the aroma is pretty banging. For dipping off to the side, the expected marinara sauce to go in on, guys. So this is essentially a mini pepperoni pizza, but with the sauce on the side to go into. So very, very lovely there. But guys, coming back to that flash fry presentation, I gotta say, this thin and crispy crust is looking really, really nice. So let's not waste any more time on this one. Let's see if the flavor is gonna deliver. This is the all-new Pepperoni Lovers Melt, part of the all-new Melts lineup here at Pizza Hut. Let's peep out this flavor. Yes, sir, Pizza Hut definitely has the presentation down with these melts, guys. Nice and crispy, and I love that Parmesan dusting on the outside. That is pretty cool. Okay, let me pick up one of these. We'll get this going over here. And absolutely very crispy, guys. Take a look at that. I am totally digging the way this really feels like a folded over piece of pizza, but it's very thin, very crispy. We've got that Parmesan garlic action on the outside and plenty of that cheesy action in there as well. That is a lovely amount of cheese, guys. Look at that with the pepperoni spread out throughout it. That is very, very nice. So here we go. It's the Pepperoni Lovers variant of these melts here at Pizza Hut. Let's peep this out. Plenty of cheese. Wow. All right, so right off the break, let me just say this is exactly what the pepperoni crusted papadilla should have been from Papa John's that I checked out recently, which you're probably seeing jumping up on your screen here right now. Absolutely check that one out, guys, because you'll be able to see a pretty good comparison. The only difference naturally is there's no pepperoni on the outside of this one, and it's a thinner crust. But actually, on top of that, there is a lot more cheese and pepperoni on the inside of this. So I gotta say, guys, this is really a pepperoni lover's dream right over here. There is plenty of the cheesy goodness, and of course the pepperoni action is coming through pretty beautifully. Let's go for another bite, and we're gonna go into some sauce, guys. Pretty tasty on this, it really is. I love the amount of cheese and pepperoni in this. This is crazy good. Yeah, this most definitely deserves to have that Pepperoni Lover's name thrown into the mix here, guys. I'm beginning to get into a lot of pepperoni in the middle of this, and there is plenty of mozzarella cheese. And of course, it's dovetailed beautifully with that crispy thin and crispy action on the outside, along with that Parmesan goodness. Very, very lovely on this one, guys. This is pretty hearty. But naturally, we gotta pair this up with some marinara sauce to complete the pseudo pepperoni pizza eating experience, right? I mean, this is naturally not gonna be like a regular slice of pizza naturally, because they want you to taste all the toppings and dip right into it. But guys, a very lovely combination of the marinara sauce. I think I know exactly what I'm in for with this one. Let's confirm it for you. Oh yeah. Exactly like that pepperoni pizza with the thin and crispy action. Pretty tasty. Yeah, that is really tasty. The sweetness that I'm getting from the marinara sauce is a little elevated with this one, but it's tangy, it's tart, it's got some sweetness to it. And when you pair it up with all the goodness on the outside of this, you have a very hearty, semi-pizza-like eating experience with this one, but it's very crispy, very thin, and it's done extremely well. I think this one can benefit from some pepperoni on the outside with a little bit of cheese, honestly. Not to copy Papa John's too much with that, but then again, you guys may argue that Pizza Hut copied Papa John's considering the papadillas over there. But guys, a very lovely situation with this again, and just to give you some more of those money shots, a very lovely situation with this. So let's go for one more dip on this one. We'll wrap the review up with the rating coming up next. I totally appreciate the fact that these dishes, these little cups they come in with this marinara, are nice and wide because you can really get into it nicely with that, as you can see. A very beautiful situation. So one more bite, just hang on 1 second. We'll wrap this review up coming up next. Hang on. Well, as they say, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, so it's inevitable that this is going to be compared to the papadillas over at Papa John's, but honestly, this really is a different product because of the type of dough that they're using. The thin and crispy has a lot going for it, along with that Parmesan crust on the outside, and naturally with these toppings on the inside as well. This one really is the way that it should be for a pepperoni type of situation like this. But guys, it goes amazing with the marinara sauce, the crunch is beautiful, and there is plenty of cheese and pepperoni to go around. So yeah, if you're a pepperoni head and you've made it this far into the review, this should absolutely be on your radar to give a go if you haven't already. It is well worth the $6.99 and it is super flavorful. Pretty banging on this one. Oh, and let me just also say, I totally dig the boxes that these melts come in. I mean, guys, they're pretty eye-catching with the whole go solo with our new melts, the cheesy, crispy, loaded action. I gotta say, a pretty nice situation with that across the board, and they definitely present pretty well on the outside as well as in. Alright, so with everything you've seen and heard up to this point of the review, I'm gonna have to give the all-new Pepperoni Lovers Melt, part of the all-new Melts lineup here at Pizza Hut, a rock-solid 9 out of 10. And guys, that's coming from someone who's not super down with pepperoni as one of my all-time favorite pizza toppings. This, I gotta say, was very, very satisfying. Plenty of cheese on the inside, the crispiness of that crust on the outside really kind of dovetailed everything else after that. And of course, with plenty of that cheese and the pepperoni flavor, a banging situation. There was a lot of that good stuff on the inside. And naturally with the marinara sauce, a very lovely situation there as well. Beautiful combination of goodness and easily worth that $6.99. Easily. Alright, so do me a quick favor, drop some comments down below, let me know which is your personal favorite out of these all new melts over here at Pizza Hut. Out of the 4 that are currently available that I reviewed, which is your personal favorite? I mean the absolute best out of the 4 that you've tried, and naturally out of my reviews, which do you think actually looked the best? Drop those comments down below, and definitely let me know. And with that, this is Ian K closing out another high quality foodie feature for you here on Peep This Out Reviews, bringing you brand new content every single week here on my channel. So stay tuned for that next review coming real soon. In the meantime, stay frosty. Hey, thanks for checking out this review, guys. But just in case you didn't see the one I did before this one, you can find it right up over here, along with what I think YouTube's gonna recommend for you to check out as well. As always, I think you'll find something to like in both of them, and I'll definitely catch you in the next one. See ya.